if you're buying a house and there are tenants living at the house and you are going to allow those tenants to continue living there, then you have to be very careful because any legal claims that the tenant has against the existing landlord will be claims against you when you become the new landlord. So, first of all, in Massachusetts, it's required that you have a lawyer represent you during the closing. So get a lawyer who has handled this situation before and who knows a little bit about landlord-tenant law. You're going to need, at the very least, something called an estoppel affidavit signed by the tenants. And what this document says is essentially that the tenants have no current legal claims against the existing owner. So you want them to sign that and you want them to give that to you prior to the closing. This way, if they later claim that they had some legal issue with the prior landlord, you have the estoppel affidavit that you could use against them at court. Next, you need to be very, very careful with how you handle both the security deposit, if there is one, and the last month's rent. So you want to make sure that the tenant is getting any interest that built up while that money was sitting in an escrow account. So be sure of that, and you could handle it a number of ways. Always defer to your attorney. But one of the ways is you could have the landlord give the money to the tenant could give you the money again, or you could have the current landlord give the interest to the tenant and then give you the remaining security deposit or the last month's rent. Again, defer to your lawyer, ask him what he advises. And then lastly, you need to prorate the rent for the month that you're closing in. So if you close in the middle of December, the landlord should give you the remaining 2 weeks of rent that's been paid already by the tenant. Okay? So talk to your lawyer about it. Be very careful when buying property because, like I said, if there's problems, if there's legal issues between the landlord and the tenant, when you buy the property and you become the landlord, now those problems are yours.